About 15 years ago, a woman came into my office and asked me to represent her granddaughter who had been seriously injured while in foster care. It seems that this young girl, who was no more than 2 years old, was seriously shaken while she was in foster care. And she had obvious signs that she had suffered what we call shaken baby syndrome. Her eyes were crossing. And the foster care agency social worker saw this and said, you know what, wait a couple of days, see if it gets better. If it doesn't, take it to the hospital. That was wrong, and I brought suit on behalf of that young girl. And after a 5-year struggle, I won her a settlement of $500,000. And during the time of that case, I learned quite a bit about the foster care system in New York, and I found out that it wasn't a very good system, and that bringing lawsuits like that was one way to try and fix it. Since then, I've dedicated myself to learning as much as I could about bringing lawsuits on behalf of children who were injured while in the care of others. If you're watching this video, you're probably trying to decide which attorney should handle your child's case if, unfortunately, they've been injured while in the care of another. How are you going to do that? It's not easy to do at all. But if you were to retain Harnick & Harnick, you're going to be retaining a firm that has handled these type of cases before, knows the ins and outs of them, and we've done such a good job that many other firms have hired us as special counsel to them to guide them through these cases. When I say that, I mean other personal injury firms. This isn't a run-of-the-mill personal injury case. You can go out there and find plenty of guys who can handle slip and fall, they can handle an auto accident. We do those cases too. This is a different type of case. There are not that many of these cases out there like this. So you really need attorneys who are going to know, say, how am I going to get the documents I need to prove this case? How am I going to get the judge to give me as much information as possible from the other side? Because there are laws out there that prevent people from getting all the information because they're designed to protect the children and to protect their privacy. We know what motions to make. We know which people to depose, to ask questions of. In other words, you get together and you ask the other side questions about how this could happen, what was going on in the house. We know how to do that. We've done it many, many times. If you were in a criminal action, you're not going to go to someone who handles wills to handle that. And in this case, if your child was hurt while in the care of another, why go to an attorney who mainly handles auto accidents? Why not go to an attorney who handles many of these type cases? I think if you really think about it, in the end, you would retain us as your attorneys, and you're going to be more than satisfied with the outcome that you're going to get.